Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video we're going to be making a simple short knicker with an elastic waistband. So this is a totally beginners friendly tutorial, so if you're interested, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, to make this short you need an elastic, and also you need your fabric. I have about 1 yard, and also you'll be needing your rulers and tape rule to draw out your pattern. So guys, the first thing you're going to do is to fold one part of your fabric into 2 equal halves like I did here, and the first thing we're going to go ahead and cut out right now is the front piece. So for the 2 front pieces, first thing I'm going ahead to do is draw a straight line across. Then from this line I'm going to come down by 1.5 inch for my elastic casing. So if you're going to be using a wide elastic, you can go down by 2.5 inches, but for this particular short I'm making use of a small one, so I came down by 1.5 inch. So the next thing I want to do now is this line here is going to be our actual waist, and the line above is going to be for me to fold my elastic. So from the second line I came down to 14 inches, which is the full length I want this short to be. Now the next thing is from this line again I'm going to come down to my hip line, which is 8 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead also and mark this line across. So guys, for this particular tutorial I decided to try out a different approach for crouch line, because I've had a lot of you people making comments in the comment section of how you do not really understand how to go about crouch measurement. So now before we talk about our crouch, now let's go ahead and divide our hip measurement by 4. So I divided mine by 4 and it's 9 inches. So I'm marking it on the 2 top lines here, so the waistline and the one above it. Also I'm marking it on the hip line. So now I'm going to draw a line to connect these points. So guys, please pay attention to this part because we're trying to get the crouch measurement. So first thing is, from this middle I'm going to take the measurement on this hip line to the end, and what I'm going to do is whatever I have there I'm dividing it into 4. So after dividing it into 4, so from this hip line we're just going to come down by whatever we have there. So this line right now is now going to be the crouch line. So I use this method and I realized that it's almost the same thing as what I would normally have if I measure myself. So now the next thing, I'm just basically connecting this straight line down to meet the crouch line. I hope you guys actually understand what I'm doing here. So now on this crouch line, it's just the same thing. I'm just going to divide the measurement I have in between here from the center to the side into 4, and I had about 2 inches after dividing it. So I just came out from the center to the other side by it. So that is going to be our crouch extension. So I'm just using my curved rule now to just curve from that new point into the crouch line. I don't know if you guys understand. So basically after doing that, we're going to come down to the tie line. So on the tie line you're going to divide your tie measurement by 2. I did that and I had 11, so I just made the points there and I'm just connecting the crouch to meet the hem. So guys, we're basically almost done with this. Because we're drafting on the actual fabric, we need to add extra allowance to the end of this short for us to be able to fold it up when we're through making this. So I came down by 1.5 inch. It depends on how wide you want your fold to be. So for me, I just think 1.5 inch is perfect. So basically this is all for the drafting of this pant, and you see that I'm not bothering myself with that. I'm not bothering myself also on the waistline about the waist measurement. You can see that I'm using the exact hip measurement at the waist. So I did go ahead to do any waist measurement because we're going to be using an elastic band for this, so we don't need all of that. So as you can see, I'm going ahead to cut it out now. And from the crouch area you see that I am not cutting exactly on the waistline that I made. This is because I need that extra 1/2 inch I'm leaving after the line to stitch it up later. So this is basically all for the cutting of the front piece. So I'll use this right now to cut out the back piece. So like I said earlier, this area is going to be folded up, and then this place will be folded up for my elastic. So now let's go ahead and cut out the back piece. Just like we did in front, you will need to fold your fabric into two as well to cut out the two back pieces. And also please ensure that there is a little bit of space in the front here where my arrow is pointing, so that you'll be able to cut out the back piece with allowance. So on this crouch line, you're going to measure from the line to the end of the crouch, and whatever you have there, you're going to come out by it. So I had 2.2 inches, so I'm just coming out by 2.2 inches from the crouch line. So I'm just drawing it out with my ruler like this. So after that, the next I'm going to the top line here. I'm coming out by 2 inches, and also I'm just making 2 inches line all the way around this crouch area. So if yours was 3 inches, it means that you should come out by about 3 inches around here as well. If yours was 2.5 when you made the measurement from the crouch, you will come out by about 2.5 as well. So for me it was 2.2, so I just decided to make use of 2 inches. And as you can see, I just connected the curves to give me the back crouch. So now coming down to this thigh area, you can decide to maintain that 2 inches, which is what I did here. So basically the back pattern is about 2 inches wider than the front pattern for my measurement. So after getting that, I'm just going ahead to just trace out everything now with the new crouch measurements that I have for the back piece. So this is it for the front and the back pieces. So now we're going to basically go ahead and start stitching it down. So firstly, we'll go ahead and stitch this crouch area of the front and the back pieces. So guys, this is what it looks like after I was done stitching it down. So if we open it up, we can see that it is looking all nice and clean. So now the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is to just place the front piece on it, and you will notice that the front looks shorter than the back. That is absolutely okay. That's how it's going to look. So what you're going to do is to go ahead and stitch down the sides. So guys, after I was done stitching down the sides, this is what it looks like. So the next thing we want to go ahead and do now is to stitch down the crouch area. So from this point here, we're going to stitch it down to the other end. After I was through with that, this is what it looks like. So now we partially have like a short. So we're almost done with this. Like, this is the easiest short you ever made, trust me. So now that we're through with this, the next thing I want to go ahead and do is to fold up this waist area for us to be able to place our elastic. And remember that extra space we left at the top, so that's what we're going to be using. So I'm folding it up like this. I'm going to do it all the way around, but I'll leave about 1 inch of space for me to be able to pass my elastic through the waist. And also for the end of the pant, I'm just going to go ahead and fold this area in too as well, but I'll be folding a little bit in on this side like this, so that my folding at the end is wide, so it ends up looking like something like this. So guys, it's all stitched down, and you can see that the ends of the short are hemmed and looking all nice. You can also see that the waist is looking nice as well, and you can see the space I left for my elastic casing. So now I'm just going to go ahead and measure the elastic that I'm going to be passing through this. So a quick tip I want to give is just to remove about 5 inches from your actual waist measurement. So for me, my actual waist measurement is 24, so I measured this elastic with about 19 inches. So go ahead and remove some inches from your actual waist to cut out your elastic, so that it will be able to sit firmly around your waist. So as you can see, I'm just basically placing my elastic through the casing. So I'm holding the end of the elastic with a pin, so that it doesn't like go all the way through and I have to start going through this process over and over again. So I'm just basically passing the elastic right now through the casing. So after I was done passing it, I just decided to tie the ends of the elastic. You can go ahead and stitch this part down with your sewing machine if that is what you feel more comfortable with, but for this particular short I feel like it's a very simple short, so I just decided to tie it up. So yeah, this is what it looks like after I was done. So I'm just going to go ahead now and stitch that area where we passed the elastic through. So after I was done with everything, guys, this is my short looking all nice and simple. This is for total beginners and I hope that you guys find it helpful. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.